back. For those of you that know, I'm a certified stylist and I work with one-on-one clients on a daily basis. One of the main questions and queries I always get asked is how to hide bulk or width such as stomachs, hips, thighs. Everyone has a part of their body that they would rather minimize or completely hide. And the way that you can do this is through illusion dressing. Illusion dressing is exactly what it sounds like. It creates the illusion, it tricks the eye into seeing something completely different. And with illusion dressing, we can either create shape or we can minimize shape or minimize bulk if you prefer. And that is the easiest way to hide bulk around the stomach and the thighs and the hips. One of the main concerns, especially with my female clients. So how do you do this? How do you illusion dress for a slimmer or leaner figure without the hard work of a gym? Well, I'm going to show you in some really simple steps that you can implement into your wardrobe right now. The main way to create a slimmer figure or a leaner figure is to create vertical lines. This is the most important illusion when you want to bring that extra bulk inwards or to deflect the eye away from extra width that you want to hide. So how do you do this with vertical lines? Well, there's just some really simple ways that you can do this. The first off, of course, is to wear vertical lines itself. And why do vertical lines work? Well, vertical lines, whether in one garment like a dress or even just one piece like a skirt, draws the eye up and down. And by drawing the eye up and down, it brings the rest of the image inwards, therefore creating a slimmer figure. I hope that makes sense. We draw in, we create a vertical line up and down, you appear slimmer, leaner, and even taller. So you can wear simple vertical lines like this in a pattern. And a vertical line doesn't have to be just a pattern. It could be simple details such as pleats are a vertical line that are a texture in a garment. You could have a vertical line in pleats in pants, for instance. So with these pants here, you can see there's a stitched vertical line running down the pants. It's simple details like this that trick the eye into looking up and down. So that is the first tip, is instead of wearing horizontal stripes, choose vertical stripes, especially in the areas that you want to minimize. So if you want to minimize your hips or your thighs, then that's where you want to add vertical lines to bring the proportions inwards and create that vertical line up and down. The next way that you can create a vertical line is to simply wear head to toe color. This creates one simplified vertical line. I know that sounds really funny, but it's true. It's just one line of one color. Now, this is best done in darker colors. We've all heard the saying that black is slimming, and there's some truth in that. Darker colors absorb light and don't reflect light, and therefore can be more slimming as it hides bumps and width around the body. Bright prints, bright colors tend to attract the eye, so are best used when you want to add detail or bring the eye to your best features. But if you're wanting one full line slim silhouette, then choose just head to toe, one color. Now, if one color head to toe feels too much, or for some of you it can sometimes feel a little bit too heavy, then you can create a vertical line with panels instead. And what I mean by that is to wear the same color in both a layering piece and a bottom. So by bottoms, this could be jeans, it could be pants, it could be shorts, it could be skirts, whatever bottom you wish. And then the layering piece is a jacket of some sort. So blazer, leather jacket, it could be a vest, or it could even be a trench coat, for instance. And what you're doing is you're placing one color underneath, such as my white top, and then creating a seamless panel of color on the outside, which then creates this beautiful vertical line, which, as we know, vertical lines are slimming and create a leaner figure. Really simple. You can do this obviously with black, you could do it with color, you could really do this with any color and still have the same effect. And you don't need to use solid colors. You could do this with prints as well, or if you love prints, place a print underneath your jacket or layering piece for that pop of personality. As you see, there's so many ways to create vertical lines. As I mentioned, vertical lines itself in a print, using panels of color or wearing head to toe color. We can also create vertical lines with details in our clothing. So I mentioned before, details such as pleats and textures create vertical lines. You could have a pleats or seams in your pants, as I mentioned earlier, or even things like buttons can give a vertical line. So in a jacket like this, we've got the double-breasted running down vertical buttons. Something so simple as this creates a vertical line that draws the eye down and up, therefore bringing the silhouette inwards. Other ways that you can draw the eye up and down is through necklines. A scoop neck draws the eye across the body, therefore creating a horizontal line, which actually adds width. So if you want to draw the eyes up and down or reduce the width in your upper shoulders or your bust, then a V neckline is perfect for this. It doesn't need to be a deep V. You don't need to show cleavage for those that don't like to do that. But a simple V, even just in a polo top, can draw the eye up and down, creating and minimizing slimmer upper body. You can do this by buttoning your jackets or even create the false illusion of a V with a long necklace that drops down, drawing the eye up and down. You can see there are so many ways that you can play with vertical lines to create a slimmer, leaner figure. Lastly, the other way that we can create a leaner figure is to play with proportions. Now, these are simply tricks to enable your limbs, such as your legs and your arms, to appear longer than they are. By doing this, we create the illusion of being taller, and with taller, we consider people to be slimmer and leaner, as harsh as it sounds, but it's true. So simple things that you can do is to wear high-waisted items such as high-waisted pants like I have on now, or a high-waisted skirt. By wearing a high-waisted bottom, this means you're bringing the waistline and the attention to detail upwards, which creates the illusion of longer legs, especially in comparison to wearing a mid-rise or low-rise waist. Because essentially the brain thinks that where the waistband starts is where your legs start, so therefore a higher rise waistband creates longer legs and creates the illusion of a slimmer, leaner figure. As simple as that. Other ways that you can trick the mind into thinking that you have longer limbs than you do is to simply cuff your hemlines. So this could be as simple as rolling your jeans. And if you don't know how to do that, I've just added in where you can see my YouTube for cuffing your jeans several ways. Or the other way is to cuff the hems on your jackets. So by simply pushing up your sleeve or rolling your sleeve and showing that little hint of skin on your wrist, same thing, that hint of skin around your ankle creates the length, the illusion of a longer limb. As funny as it sounds, because where the hemline ends, our mind just assumes that's where the end of your limb is. So by showing that little bit of hint of skin, it creates a longer illusion of a limb. So let me demonstrate. So while my outfit looks fine as is, you can see if I draw the sleeves up just by that simple tug and pull, you can see a little bit more skin now, and it creates a bit more of illusion of a longer limb. And it's the same effect on your pants as well. Just trust me, next time you're wearing your jeans or even a tapered pant, Give them a little cuff, give them a little bit of a roll, and see how just showing that little slither or skin on your ankle can be really flattering in creating a longer figure. Now, the last way that you can play with proportion to trick the mind is to wear nude or skin-colored shoes. And why is this? Because by wearing skin-colored shoes, it blends in with your own skin tone and therefore tricks the eye into thinking the foot and therefore the leg is longer than it appears. It's basically a seamless tone, so therefore it doesn't cut the eye off as if we were to wear, let's say, black shoes, for instance. So next time that you want to appear a little bit leaner, a little bit longer, a little bit taller, switch out your black Old Faithful heels for a nude pair and you'll just realize the difference in how it creates a longer figure. I hope these tips have been really helpful. Please let me know if you need anything else. And yes, I will be creating a YouTube on illusion dressing for creating shape as well.